Sometimes you can't explain why a motorcycle keeps calling out to you. Sure, it may not be my favorite color. It may have a lot more chrome than I care to polish. I'm far too lazy for that. But there's something about the Triumph Bonneville T100 that just keeps getting under my skin. This is my new to me 2017 Triumph Bonneville T100. It's a heavy bike, it's not exactly fast. It's only got a single brake up front, so it doesn't stop particularly well. But there's something about its charm. I don't know. This is the third T100 I've owned, so something keeps drawing me back to them. So join me on a journey and let's talk about all things Triumph Bonneville.
From classic engineering to modern retro style, the Triumph Bonneville is more than just a motorcycle, it's a living legend. Let me just tell you a brief history of the bike that helped define an era, the Triumph Bonneville. The Bonneville story begins in the late 1950s when Triumph Motorcycles was already making waves in the motorcycle world. Named after the famous Bonneville Salt Flats in Utah, where speed records were being shattered, the Bonneville was born to go fast, in its day. In 1959, Triumph unveiled the first Bonneville, the T120. With its 650cc parallel twin engine and sleek styling, it instantly became a hit. It was powerful, lightweight, and had that unmistakable British cool. Throughout the 60s, the Bonneville became a symbol of rebellion and freedom. It was a bike of choice for rockers, racers, and even Hollywood stars. Steve McQueen famously rode one, solidifying its status as the ultimate cool bike. It also dominated the racetrack, providing it wasn't just for show, it had real performance to back it up. But the glory days didn't last forever. By the late 70s, Japanese competition was heating up. Bikes like the Honda CB750 offered more power and reliability, and Triumph just struggled to keep up. In 1983, Triumph went under, but it wasn't the end. British businessman John Bloor bought the rights and began secretly building the new Triumph from the ground up. And by the 1990s, Triumph was back. And in 2001, after nearly 2 decades, the Bonneville was reborn. The new Bonneville kept its vintage looks, but was loaded with modern engineering. Fuel injection, improved suspension, and updated safety features made it a retro-style bike, but performed like a modern machine. From the T100 to the T120, and from the Thruxton to the Scrambler, the Bonneville family has expanded to meet every rider's style, yet every model still echoes the spirit of the original. You see, the Triumph Bonneville isn't just a motorcycle, it's a legacy. A machine that has transcended decades, fashion trends and technology shifts and come out stronger every time. I in fact owned a 1969 Bonneville. And if it wasn't for the fact that carburetted bikes are a dark art in themselves, I would still own it. For me, the Triumph Bonneville has always been love at first sight. It's a bike that I look at and I think that's what a motorcycle should look like. I'm just not really interested in all the modern plastic fantastic bikes. I mean, yes, they all obviously all have great performance and I'm sure they are great machines to ride and I've ridden a few myself. But there's something about the Bonneville that just keeps pulling me back. You see, this Triumph Bonneville T100 that I'm now riding, I traded in my Speed Twin 1200 for it. Yes, this is probably about half the power of the Speed Twin 1200, but you know what? I enjoy riding this bike more. There is that saying, it is better to ride a slow bike fast than a fast bike slow. And I think this T100 really represents that. Pushing this bike to its limits around corners is definitely a lot more satisfying than it was riding my Speed Twin at half power around corners. So one of the great things about the Bonneville is that you can customize it and you can really make it unique and make it your own. So the plan for this bike for me is to modify it. Ever since I went to the bike shed show a couple months ago and I saw all the modified Triumphs and Royal Enfields and some BSAs, I've been hooked on the idea of buying a Bonneville, buying a base Bonneville, something that's standard as can be, and making it my own. So a few things I'm going to tweak on this bike is kind of the standard what everybody does, you know. I'm going to change the rear mud guard, maybe put on a tail tidy. I've already changed the mirrors, as you can see, to bar end mirrors. I'm probably going to change the handlebars. I'm not too sure what they will be yet, but something black I think will be quite good. And I'm definitely going to change the exhaust to make the engine just sound a little bit better. And I may even change the color of the tank. Red has never been my color, so I'm just trying to think. So if you have any suggestions on what color I should go for other than black, please do let me know in the comments. Anyways, this is just a short video of me explaining my love for the Triumph Bonneville and why I traded in my Triumph Speed Twin 1200 to buy this 2017 T100, which most people will say is a step backwards. So if you enjoyed this video, please do consider subscribing and click that like button so that the next time I upload another video, you get notified. And thanks for joining me on a journey of the Triumph Bonneville T100. And I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video to the end. I'll see you guys in the next one.